Hello, this is wmpyr. In this video, just want to bring up some certain things, certain points. Basically, this weekend I did some partner training. So went to the park and just used your typical eskrima stick and did partner training, single and double stick. Went fine. It was enjoyable and everything. And to be practicing eskrima in a beautiful environment is awesome. It's a great feeling. Now, at the same time, though, one of my concerns is to go from this to basically this right here, okay? And this is a folding knife, the Team Primos folding knife from Schrade that I got from Primal Punch. So thank you, Primal Punch, for this. Been using it. It's been great. I can see why you liked it in the first place. It's a solid knife. So anyway, if you do a length comparison right here, so you get something like this, and then you can see, look at that, that's a huge difference in size right there. Okay, so I'm supposed to go from this to this. That's a big gap, all right? So to address that problem, I've been trying to go with a training knife that's large. So I recommend something like this, the Cold Steel training knives, and also Mountain Storm Works from Cyber Druid, the mod god, was nice enough to make a training knife for me on the larger size. So I do like this kind of larger size training knife because it's just so much easier because, look, it is quite a bit longer. So it does get closer to size with the stick. So the gap is smaller, but it's still a pretty big gap there, as you saw. So not too long ago, I did a video using these guys right here. So this is for a Japanese traditional drum called taiko. So these are taiko sticks, essentially. And if you're wondering the length, you could say it's like roughly half the size of typical eskrima stick. So here we go. So right here, okay, and then let's say it's about here, and then let me just flip this over right here. So you could see, roughly about half. All right, half the length. So I've been working with these, and for solo training at home, I really recommend smaller sticks because this way you don't have to worry about hitting the wall, busting up your TV or the ceiling fan or window. So it just works out good, shorter sticks, and it goes right in between stick and knife. And once again, this is even larger than this training knife. Okay, so that means it's going to be much larger than the folding knife. So the gap is smaller to the stick. So I see this as a linking tool to go from stick to knife. And lengthwise, carrying-wise, and then training-wise, I mean, this works out great. I just personally found that it's a really good length. And there's different sizes for the taiko sticks, but I went with this one, and I'm really liking this choice. Now, the other interesting thing is, once again, I have to bring up Mr. Primal Punch, is he made these guys, the Tommyknockers, and he sells these things. He hand makes these things. It's just amazing, and I like that they're made from this really thick cordage. That obviously cordage is useful. This one happens to have this brutal ring right here. It's really solid. You could do some interesting things with this, and there's even one video where I kind of put them together and use them as like an improvised nunchaku. And there's a weight up here, and it's solid, it's flexible, but you can see it's pretty rigid. The interesting thing about this is the length here. Look at that. It's roughly the same. This is the kind of length that I'm really enjoying right now. This size right here is something that I have been really finding beneficial recently. So more and more I'm enjoying mixing it up. I've always done it, but now I'm focusing a little bit more on this size. So don't be afraid to change the size of your eskrima stick, and don't be afraid to go shorter. If you go too short, something like this size, once again, it is harder. Okay, so you're going to want something, once again, that bridges the gap between these two. So please think about that if you're interested in improvised weapons and if you're interested in knife. So thank you for watching, and take care, folks.